Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a kind of serious topic that's been hard for me to talk about, and I've kind of been avoiding talking about it, but my best friend told me to speak about it. My mom told me to speak about it. And I think that it's a really good topic to speak about. So let's get into the video. So today's topic that we're going to be talking about is anxiety and a disorder called depersonalization disorder. Now, I've been dealing with excessive anxiety disorder and derealization disorder for about a year and a half now. It is very, very scary. Basically, what derealization disorder is basically depersonalization disorder is a disorder that makes the human feel like they are in a dream, as if they're in fog, or a glass cover or vial covering their eyes. It feels lifeless, colorless, and artificial. It's very scary, and about 2% of the people meet the criteria of having depersonalization derealization disorder. Now, with anxiety disorder, 1 in 3 teens have anxiety disorder, and 1 in 5 teens have excessive anxiety disorder. Sorry guys for that cut. I know I just started talking about it, but I needed a little breather for a second. I'm making this video because I want kids out there and teens out there, even adults if they watch, but mostly towards teenagers, that if you're going through something hard, that you're not alone. And it can be very, very hard. It can be very, very challenging to go through things like that. Even depression, anxiety, common disorders and mental illnesses like that can be very, very hard to go through. And I want teens to realize and know that they are not alone. I want teens to know that you can get through it. Even though it's very, very hard, it seems like you'll never get through it, you can get through it. But I'm going to explain some ways that I deal with my anxiety, my depersonalization and derealization disorder, and catch myself before I get a panic attack. So some ways that I help myself is breathing. Just even if you're not panicking, even if you're not freaking out, even if you're not even having a little bit of anxiety, not feeling depressed, anything of this nature, I think breathing is the best way. I usually do 3 to 5 deep breaths. You want to hold it. You want to do that 3 to 5 times at least. And when I do that, it always helps me out. Now, if you are in the midst of, or your anxiety starting to begin, your depression is, you can feel yourself getting sad, feeling worthless, I want you to know that you're not worthless. I want you to know a lot of people care about you, a lot of people love you. And quick disclaimer, if you ever feel like you're going to take your life, if you ever have a plan to take your life, if you ever feel like the need to harm yourself, harm others, or take yourself from this earth, please call. I'll put the number on the screen, but please call Suicide Hotline, speak to a parent, speak to somebody that you trust, because that is a very, very serious thing. And there are people out here that can help you with it. I know it can be very hard, but the second thing I like to do is count. Now, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, no. There's something called grounding. So you find 5 things that you can see. For instance, I'll point out my shoes, 1, my mirror, 2, my light, 3, my phone, 4, and my tripod, 5. 5 things that I see. 4 things that you feel. 3 things that you hear. 2 things that you smell, and 1 thing that you taste. Those have always helped me. Now, sometimes that doesn't always help, but that's more when I'm in a deeper stage. Now, I'm not a therapist. I think I'm too young to be a therapist, but I also want to make it aware that it is okay to speak out what you're going through. It's okay to talk to somebody, because I know that it can be hard to speak to somebody about something that can be that hard. So I want people to know that it is okay. What you're going through is not something that is uncommon. Even if it is a very, very rare disorder, other people have it. And you're not alone. And what I mean by other people have it, I mean you're not alone. You can get through this. You're safe. Stay calm. Those are the things that you should always tell yourself. You're safe. Stay calm. One thing I wanted to speak about making this video is that I've had hard times in my life. I'm fortunate enough now to be getting therapy and psychology. But some people aren't fortunate enough. And for those people, I know right now it's very, very hard. We're going through this whole pandemic, a state of emergency, all these different things because of what I can't say because YouTube might take the video down, but you know, the virus that's going on, that's spreading quite rapidly. That now I'm out of school, a lot of people are out of school, some schools are out for the rest of the year. So I know it could be hard, but if we ever end up going back to school, just know that there are people in your school that you can talk to. There are people in your school you can talk to. If it's from teachers, to guidance counselors, to social workers, to psychiatrists, psychologists, I'm sorry. There are people in your school you can talk to, and they would love to hear what you have to talk about. They would love to help you. Don't ever feel like you have to be there by yourself. But one thing, I'm gonna say this with my depersonalization, derealization disorder. One thing that does help me is realizing that I am real. That when I look around me, everything is real. I am a real person. Just keep telling yourself you're real. Or just distract yourself. I work out, I draw, listen to music, make videos sometimes, even now TikTok's a huge thing. Make a TikTok, do something, you know, take your mind off of it. Because if you continue to let your brain overthink it, you're not going to ever escape it. It's just you're digging a hole deeper into your hole, too deep for you to climb out of. So always remember, distract yourself. Seek help, seek somebody to speak to, even if it is a best friend, a close friend, a sibling, a aunt, an uncle, your mother, your father, somebody. Just speak to somebody, please, because there are too many people that take their life a year. Teens, kids, and adults. I'm thinking about starting a podcast with my best friend, which we will talk about certain things on there too. But if you ever need somebody to talk to, even if you want to make an anonymous Instagram, text me on my Instagram with an anonymous account. Just do that if you really need somebody to talk to, because I'm here and I know how hard it can be to feel like you're by yourself and you have nobody. So going through something that is that hard as a teen, it can be very, very challenging. I know myself, and I know that you guys, it's very, very challenging. And don't ever put yourself in a place where you're like, well, it could be worse. Yes, it could be worse, but it could be better. I want this video to be more towards teenagers. Now adults can look at this, yes, but I am not an adult. I don't know what adults go through in their day-to-day life besides what I see and hear. I've never been an adult before, obviously. I've been a child before. I've been a teen. I am a teen. So I do. And this especially goes out for anxiety and depersonalization, derealization disorder. You might not feel the best. You might not feel real, but I promise you you're real. Promise you you're not dreaming. Promise you nothing's over your eyes. It's your brain. And there was a point in time where I was going through it and I was clicking in and out of it. And I was happy because there was one, even like now, I go through it every single day. Feeling like I'm not real every single day. But trust me, speaking to somebody, helping yourself the best way, even getting up in the morning and telling yourself in the mirror, I'm worthful. I'm beautiful. I'm real. Every single day, before you go to sleep, I'm real. That's the best thing you can do. So, I want to thank you guys for your time. I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys want to see any more videos on anxiety and different topics like that, you know, just comment. But this was a serious video. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.